Well, once again, it's been obscenely long since the last time I updated. I've been busy. Yeah, okay, so I've pretty much been procrastinating most of the time. I also ended up adding yet another hobby to my long list of things to take up my time. So, show you what I've started here. These are my Space Marines. I don't have a huge army yet. I'm working on it. It's building slowly. This guy in the back is more or less my masterpiece here. The drop pod. Not really a competitive player at this point in time. Mostly just playing with some friends. We did have a pretty sweet campaign going on Monday nights, and then jobs, like they tend to do, get in the way and ruin all our fun. But it's an expensive hobby, so we can't really do it without the jobs. So we gotta just make do. I know that I have said that I had a couple things that I was going to put up on the YouTube channel, a couple videos, one of which is just how I did the sword, and I am going to. I in fact have the materials sitting in my room. I have for a couple months now. I just need to get around to doing it. Unfortunately, that probably won't get done until mid-September, because KimoraCon is coming up, first weekend of September, and because of my ridiculous levels of procrastination, I'm nowhere near ready for it. I think I mentioned before that I'm going to be going as Squall this year, and my costume isn't actually started yet. I do have help doing the sewing and fabric-y parts that I'm not skilled in at all. My sewing experience extends pretty much to the pillowcase that I made in middle school. Other than that, I have no skills there whatsoever. So, if you want a pillowcase, I can make you a mad pillowcase, but an entire costume, not so up my alley. I also said that I was going to be retiring my Cross Punisher for a while, and it turns out that I simply love Wolfwood too much and can't let him go. So I'm going to be having to do some repairs on that. It shouldn't take too long though, so I'm not too worried about that. Should be able to pump that out in 2 days just because of drying time. I am currently working on my gunblade. I'll show you that here. Here's what I've got so far. It's looking pretty good. I'm rather pleased with it. This is a single piece of plywood for the handle and length of the blade, and then 2 more pieces of plywood sandwiching the handle to thicken that up. So, I've got the handle part mostly done. A little bit more Dremel work to do on here, and then the blade needs to be sharpened, which I'll be using a belt sander for that. I just did a test for that today, and it's going to work pretty well. I need to make a hammer here and a little sight on there that I forgot to put on the middle piece. Shouldn't be too much of a problem though. And then I have somewhere around here, I lost it, hang on. This guy here. This is from a Nerf gun actually, from the Maverick. I'll be chopping it up and sticking it right around there. And then most of all that needs to be done will be painting. Still don't know how I'm going to do the lion that goes on there though. If you have any advice, I am all ears. I may like use contact paper, make kind of a stencil to just maybe paint it a little bit darker color. My carving skills leave much to be desired, so I won't be doing that. Thought about possibly a wood burner, but again, it's a really complex pattern, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so far I'm pretty pleased with it. One of my main problems is that along with my costume and that gunblade, I have a few other projects for friends that I'm helping with. I'm helping my friend Cappy, who went as Renji, to SakuraCon with a updated version of his sword. Helping another friend who is, this will be her first con, I believe. She's doing kind of an odd Portal cosplay. We're making a companion cube for her head. That one I should probably be able to whip out in a day or two, so that's not a big deal. Mostly is going to be making a box out of foam, sticking some tagboard on it, and paint. It's not a big deal. I think that's... Oh, and the Keyblade that I started ages ago, not really ages, it was about a year ago, to go for my friend who will be cosplaying as Kairi. I'm going to try and finish that up if I have time. And then I just had another friend ask me if I would make a sword from Bleach. I don't remember the character. I don't really watch Bleach anymore. Kind of stopped a long time ago when it started going downhill, getting really bad. They say it got better, but I'm not really that interested in picking it up again. But, so if I have time, I'll be making another sword there. So, my pre-con schedule is pretty packed, and I have to work that in around the StarCraft I've been playing, and the Warhammer I'm playing, and work, and camping. I'm actually leaving camping tomorrow, probably actually today, based on when I'll update this. I don't know. Point is, camping this weekend, not going to be home, not going to be working on cosplay. To be honest, I thought about not going camping, but it's the only time I'm going to get to go camping with my family this year, and I really like my family, like some people. Some people's families suck. Mine's pretty awesome. So, kind of leaves me with not very much time. I'm going to be commandeering the garage once again. I'm going to try to fit in some updates around while I'm working on stuff. We'll see just how much time I have to actually film anything. It'll be a half miracle if I can get everything done in time. So, we'll see how things go.